in Las Vegas, Nevada. How you doing today, my friends? Are you staying positive? Because you know that's the only way to be. And you always hear me talking about language is code. Learn to prompt. It's the foundation of everything that you're doing with AI. Amplification of intelligence. That's what AI means. And let me demonstrate an example of the importance of prompting. Remember, we're working with large language models. Large language models, LLMs. So it makes sense that when we communicate with them, we use language as our code. That's why I say language is code. Let me demonstrate an example of the importance of prompting and a technique that I use called prompt chaining. As you know, I'm an author, so I'm always writing content. Every single day, I write an article. I like to. That's how I start my day, about some current event or something that I'm working on. Lately, I've been working with AI-powered agents. In other words, teams of AI chatbots that communicate with each other. Well, each one of them has a prompt. When I'm writing my articles, I use a tool, a copywriting tool. And what I've done is I've built a prompt chain. And prompt chaining is a cutting-edge technique that revolutionizes my approach to working with AI. By breaking down intricate tasks into a series of smaller, more manageable prompts. This method not only simplifies the instructions we give to the AI, but allows for a step-by-step refinement of the AI's responses. This leads to an enhanced accuracy and control over the final outcome that I produce. Here in my copywriting software, I've built a prompt chain, an automation. So I go to the automation, and keep in mind, there's a system prompt behind all this. And I've created an embedding. If you've been following along with what I've been posting recently, I recently posted explaining what an embedding is. So I've got some embeddings in the background and an overall system prompt that manages this copywriting software. And it allows the AI to understand my writing style. Here I built a really simple prompt chain for purposes of demonstrating to you. So what I've created is an automation. And this particular software is integrated with my OpenAI API. Is what I'm saying sounding familiar? You're hearing that terminology? Well, there's a whole lot to learn, and it sounds complicated, but it's not once you start putting it together. Check out the Languages Code Workshop. This is where I'm going to show you all this. So I put together a simple automation, and it's basically a series of instructions. So the first step for my automation in this prompt chain, first is I'm going to use this content. So whatever content I put in here, it's going to become a variable, and the name of that variable is topic. So I want to talk about prompt chaining. And so I've prepared some context in regards to prompt chaining. So then the next step is to run a prompt. And that prompt that I put in here is a simple prompt. Write a catchy and engaging title for the topic. And the topic is whatever is generated right here. Then I've added another step, which is another prompt. And this prompt is you write a 150 character introduction about this title. And the title happens to be the variable for the previous prompt right there. So we keep on rolling down, and then I've got another action. So when this action is complete, we run another prompt. And that prompt is write a 400-word article about the intro. And the intro is this variable right here. Then the next step is this particular variable is called body 1. So this is a really simple article. that I'm writing. This is a simple prompt chain, just 4 steps to it. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 steps. And then the final action is to draw an image. And so the system is going to go connect with my API and connect to my OpenAI DALL-E 3 image generation model. And it's going to generate an image based on the title, which is this. There's a prompt for writing a catchy and engaging title. So let's go ahead and run this automation and see what happens. So what this has done is, it's a workflow that I normally followed every single day. However, now I've amplified my intelligence, AI. I've used AI to amplify my intelligence, and I've taught the AI my workflow. And I figured out how to convert the steps in my workflow into language that the AI understands through the use of tools that communicate with the large language model. In this case, it's OpenAI that I'm using. So here we see the prompt, and there's the image. There you go, right here. It's just about done. Let's see. Let's go to take a look at our prompt chain right here, and it'll tell us that it already ran everything. See? Check mark right there on the last one. And there's our article for tomorrow's post, just like that. But it all started with the context, right? The context that I gave it at the beginning of the prompt chain, right in here. And we've got to remember that overall, behind the scenes, is a system prompt. So there's a system prompt, and then there's other prompts running within that system. It's all pretty simple once we break it down and once you get an understanding. And you do that by attending the Languages Code workshop. So take a look in the comments, and you'll have a link to the next Languages Code workshop, or just visit my website and you're going to get more information at getskills.ai. And remember, my friends, keep on learning, and most of all, don't get mad. Get yourself some skills. Aloha.